Morning, everybody. I'll do a quick video this morning. The 55. 55. Wow. I turned 55 yesterday. And it's there, isn't it? It happened. Nothing I can do about it. Had a good birthday. Went to eat with Alex and Kathy last night. We got to FaceTime with Lulu. Speaking of Lulu, nothing else to do but do it. So sorry. I sent myself some stuff, and can you hear my dogs out there? Jesus Christ. What's going on this morning? Lord. I'm sorry. I'll get right back. I'm trying to save some stuff that I didn't realize I was going to have to save. And it's early, so get off my back. Sorry. I'm coming. What do you do when you don't have a secretary, right? Nothing I can do about it. I'll be done in just a second. Just 1 second. It'll be all right. Y'all will be okay. All right. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I wanted to share. I want to share the screen. Let's do that. Some pictures of Lulu. Oh man, half of them come in upside down and sideways. Oh my God. What is going on? Why are my pictures showing up funky? That's crazy. That's what happens, alright? That's what happens. Okay.
What are they barking at?
I'll have to go through and... What do you say, dear?
What are they barking at?
I don't know. I just asked, I'm streaming. I just asked the same thing. What are they barking at out there? Something's got them riled this morning.
Right.
Shadows in the dark, dear. That's all they need. You know? So, golly, that wasn't fair. Why did it do that? Why did it turn on my pictures weird? That was...
Is this for me?
That is your coffee, dear. Go ahead. That is yours. But I know I hadn't said much yet this morning. I was trying to save stuff. I'm talking to them, dear, not you. She keeps looking over at me like, what are you talking about?
Why'd you take a piece out of that one? This is ours.
How was I supposed to know?
You were supposed to be paying attention when I was telling you.
Why would I do that? Why would I stop? right now and do that. I've never done it before. Why would I start now? Sorry, guys. I'm rummaging around here, not paying any attention. But I'm trying. Jeez. Trying to save pictures and some different things. Let me try this again. I have some pictures there that I wanted to show, and I am having difficulty. All of a sudden, I'm not real smart, am I? Where's my stuff? There it is. Lulu. Good morning, sunshine. Got more pictures of her. This is an early one. Oh, precious. And there's my weed. We're growing out in Oklahoma. There's some harvest. Oh, man. I gotta rotate this. Some of these pictures. Yeah, this is our drying room. These are racks of, these are wires with coat hangers with buds hanging on. Oh, there I am holding up a big old bud. Uh-oh. Oh, there's my owl. Have any of y'all seen my owl? Isn't that cool? Sitting right outside my house. He is cool. Look at him. Big old dude, man. He's a big old dude. Look at that. Isn't that weird around his neck? The way that is. Almost looks like he's got dog ears. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay. I'll stop sharing. But yeah, I had a good birthday yesterday. Turned 55. Don't know. You know what they say? All those landmark ages, 30, 40, 50, you know, all that. Or life-changing mile markers. Well, I don't feel no different. Yesterday I had an annual doctor's appointment. Got all my lab work and stuff done. Did all that. And I've been doing research on the compassionate use program here in Texas. That's their medical marijuana program, which is not even full-blown medicine. It's hemp, low THC. But after I finally got to talk to somebody that acknowledged the only way in Texas to get in the compassionate care program, compassionate use program, is you've got to have a death sentence. Nobody gets consideration. The new legislation they passed on it a few years ago reads that anybody, with a chronic death sentence of cancer, of course, and that's where it all started, was with cancer. Sorry, with cancer, but they expanded it for people with, chronic pain type syndromes, chronic seizure disorders, things that they're not going to get any better. There's not going to get any better. There's no surgical intervention. There's nothing but death that's going to end these things, right? Well, they expanded it. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they expand it, because as is, the only licensed CUP doctors in the state are oncologists. So how does a guy get in to see an oncologist if you don't have cancer? And if you don't have cancer, you're not going to see an oncologist. But an oncologist is the only one that will refer you to that, to the pain management people. But there's no other way to get there. You have to literally have a death sentence, and they literally, and the lady told me, she says, until everything's exhausted, which means hydrocodone, oxycodones, just every possible drug they can shove down you. And if they don't work, then they go, okay, maybe we'll try some marijuana. Maybe we'll give you a shot. You're going to die anyway. Here, we'll let you have a little weed. And that is so just jacked up, fucked up, backwards to me. Man, you'd think they'd offer the cannabis first. And then if it doesn't work, you go, okay, we're going to have to go into the petroleum poison now because, you know, you're beyond anything nature can hand you. So we're going to chemically devise something to help with your pain. Okay, I can see that. But it's the opposite. It's the opposite. You have to try the poison first, the petroleum poison first, or you'll never get to the natural products. I've been looking up, you know, they say they're starting to expand the use of magic mushrooms, right? And extracts, psilocybin and everything. And everything I've seen on it, it just seems like all these things are, like everything else, the privileged, the select. Only certain, you know, Johns Hopkins and Rothschilds and stuff are pushing. You know, they push the medical scene. They're the ones that, you know, if it comes out of Johns Hopkins and they're like, hey, we better pay attention. Johns Hopkins did a study, right? So that's the only way we get anything is through those evil elitists. But yeah, just turned 55 yesterday. Have a grandbaby. Kids are grown. I'm falling apart. Damn, life is good. Life is good. The Lord has blessed me. It really has. I'm not going to be a complainer. I'm not going to be a complainer. I don't complain. But, man, what are you supposed to do? Somebody like me, man. My prognosis, I'm in pain the rest of my life, man. Ain't no surgery's going to fix me. There ain't nothing like that. I'm just in a pickle. And the powers that be don't feel like I need to have a choice in anything. Oh, when I go to my appointment yesterday, I walk in and the lady says, do you have a mask? No, I don't. Thank you. Don't need one. Well, here, you have to wear one. Baptist hospital policy. And I went, yeah, so I don't care, Baptist hospital.
Oh,
And
you mean the reason to buy.
Yeah, I'll let them in a little bit, dear. They're fine out there. So I take it and I slowly start to hang it on one ear, and she's checking me in, and I slowly kind of holding on to it, and she says, okay, you're checked in. And I took it off. I walked over and sat down, and then the girl calls my name, and I come in. She's like, oh, do you have a mask? So right here in my hand. Got one right here in my hand. Can you put it on? No, that would restrict my breathing. Can't do that. Why would I do that? I'm here for my health, man. So, so she puts me in. She takes all my vitals, puts me in the room, and my nurse practitioner comes in. She says, "You need to be wearing your mask." I said, "No, I don't." She's like, "Tommy, don't." She said, "It's Baptist hospital policy. Senior administration made these policies." And she's talking about my wife. She knows Kathy. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care who made the freaking policies, man. It's stupid. And I don't have to follow it. I don't have to. It's dumb. And she's like, let's move on. What are we doing here? I was like, thank you very much. No reason for me to wear a mask. And that's what's so crazy. All those people are vaccinated or have had the jab, and all of them wear masks. But I'm mandated that I have to also, because why? And we all know that argument. Why? If what you're doing works, why do I have to do it too? I'm 55 years old and healthy. I don't need no mask. No, I had a few people watching, and now they're gone. I'll be all right. Oh my God! If y'all have never seen this skit, on Saturday Night Live. I almost died. That was too funny. The game show called Meet Your Second Wife. That was funny. There's three guys on there, and first guy they say, "Hey, ready to meet your second wife." And he's like, the men don't know what's going on. They've been brought here, and they don't know what's going on. They're kind of standing there, and they're like, "Meet your second wife." And this teenage girl comes out. She's probably 14. He's like, "What? And what are you? What's going on?" He's like, "I'm happily married." And they're like, "Oh, no. He says, here in about what they say, like 7 years, you and your wife are going to divorce, and, you're going to have an affair with this girl. She's going to be whatever. And she'll be your second wife." And he's like, "How you know this?" They go, "We know things." And so the next guy comes out. Or it's the next guy's turn. And like a 9-year-old girl comes out. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? And they tell him his scenario. "Well, your wife dies in a terrible car crash here in a certain amount of years, and here's how you meet her." And he's like, "Okay, that's not too bad." He's kind of, all right. And the last guy, they're like, "You ready to meet yours?" And college student comes out. She's probably 20-something. And he's like, "Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better." He says, "Okay, tell me how we made." He goes, "Oh, no, this isn't your second wife. This is." And they show a sonogram. They say, "Right now, she's pregnant with your second wife." And they tell him the whole scenario of how he's going to meet her. I was like, oh my God, that was funny. Here's the fetus you'll be marrying in 10 years. Too funny. It's so funny, I forgot to laugh. Let's see. Do you guys yeah, a lot of y'all do. Yeah, a lot of y'all understand gematria. And I don't know if I don't know if y'all follow anybody, but there's a guy that I watch, and he's pretty good at this, man. And from what I understand, he makes money at it.
Ever killed the president before?
Sorry, he makes money doing it, and he does the decodes on sports. So he does stuff with all the sports and gives predictions and picks and stuff. And so he's pretty good. He has a paywall, and you have to pay to get all of his picks, but you still you get them. So here, this is about Monday Night Football. We'll play this real quick. Hold on. I'm such a dummy. All right, let's play this real quick. It's a real quick video.
What a script tonight. The Colts, once the Baltimore Colts give up the big scripted lead to the Baltimore Ravens.
That was stupid.
It was a very stupid game. It was worse than the WWE. But, of course, it goes to overtime, 25-25. Ravens equals 25. And look at the final score, 31-25, 56 points to the Gematria Baltimore Colts, the original team that moved to Indy in 84. Baltimore Colts, 56. Number of the times. And, again, those of you guys who can't see these games are rigged. I feel bad for you. It's just pathetic. These games are so pathetic. When you know Gematria, you can just laugh the whole way through. But what a script. And by the way, we said before the season began, look for the Baltimore Ravens to be 4-1 by the conclusion of the Baltimore Colts Baltimore Ravens game, because Baltimore in Gematria is 41 Very special number in the NFL, 41. 13th prime, NFL's 13. But sure enough, the Ravens are 4-1 after beating the team originally from Baltimore. There's the $1 million actors. Oh, go fuck yourself. You knew what the script was the whole time, sorry-ass motherfucker. Anyway, you guys, if you can't see these games are rigged, you're a fucking joke. And again, most people are, but God, what a script. What a pathetic script it was. Learn your gematria, you guys. And by the way, the consecutive 100-yard rushing game stays at the record of 43. Football equals 43. Baltimore could have set the record tonight, getting 44 in a row, but it stops at 43. Football, 43. It's like Brady went down to Florida at age 43. Remember, Florida's 43 like football. Just like the election of the 43rd president, as rigged as this game, came down to Florida. That was George W. Bush, and his brother Jeb Bush was the 43rd governor of Florida. His daddy was the 43rd vice president. He went to Yale. Yale's 43, and don't forget American football is credited to Walter Camp, who also went to Yale. Again, Yale 43, football 43. Oh, and speaking of 43, Lamar Jackson with 43 passing attempts. Guarantee it was scripted. Let's get it, man. Hey, Lamar, how come they changed your birthday when they went to the NFL? For those of you guys who don't know, when he was at Louisville, when he was a 19-year-old, his birthday back then everywhere was the same as Muhammad Ali's. And, of course, Muhammad Ali's from Louisville. Remember, Muhammad Ali died on June 3rd, like the Prophet Muhammad died at age 63, died in 2016. 2016 is the 63rd triangular number. And they gave him a 19-mile funeral procession in Louisville, Muhammad Ali, and then that was the year Lamar Jackson was the 19-year-old phenom at Louisville who had the same birthday as Muhammad Ali back then. When he went to the NFL, all of a sudden his birthday changed. And you guys learn to see how rigged the game is.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I'll show one more. One more he did yesterday, and I think I've got it queued up.
We're ruled over by such tyrant.
I got it queued up here, right, where he just goes off, man. He gets upset, and he goes off.
35th day of the Pope's age after the election was 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday. Plus, this was the 59th presidential election that Biden won, and Pope Francis is 59 and the most pure. Again, you guys, from the sports to the elections to the news, all of this is Jesuit rigged bullshit every day. And again, the reason it's so perfect is because we're speaking a language that's credited to a Catholic monk. We're on a calendar that's credited to a Catholic pope. And all of this was situated in the 16th century, just before, all of a sudden the westward expansion and the movement to the Americas. Again, you guys, this whole nation, the whole, genocide of the Native Americans, where Columbus, who was paid for by, again, you guys, Christopher Columbus was Jewish and paid for by the Catholic Church. What was going on in Europe at that time, well, after Columbus, but at the time that this nation was established, was the Protestant Reformation. And if you look into that, you can't really talk about it anymore because now it's like Adolf Hitler to talk about what was actually going on. But if you don't know the history, the movement in Europe was against the Jewish banking systems and the Catholic monarchy over Europe. And that's where Martin Luther comes from, the Protestant Reformation leader who wrote the books, The Jews and Their Lies, that was one of his books, and the 95 Theses. And people were trying to escape all that shit going on, and that's why they came over here. But think about it. The Catholic Church wanted to dominate the world. You think they're just going to let these people run away from their tyranny? Hell no. They're going to follow them right over here and make sure they're still running the show, They'll just write down in the history books that they're free and everything's so great and they got away. And isn't this our life, you guys? Being required to be in slave school early in the morning in some asshole's classroom, learning some bullshit every day, learning about how free you are. As a child, I was like, where the fuck am I free in this, man? I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be here. This is a waste of my fucking time. I'm too smart for this classroom. This shit's too boring. Why the fuck do I need to be here being told I'm free? I don't want to pledge allegiance. I don't want to learn this shit. Again, you guys, this has been my life. For most of you guys, you're like the other people in my classroom who weren't that smart, always silent, no self-esteem, no confidence, suck in the classroom, suck in the playground. Just suck, period. I'm sorry. I got to shit all over humanity because I'm sick of humanity. Bunch of fucking losers, man. I'm sorry. Those of you in this community, I'm not talking about they get it, but all the trolls that are around here, I'm talking about you sorry-ass fucking losers. Same dudes I ran circles around my whole life. You know? And it's just so sad that we lived in such an inept world, such an inept society. We're ruled over by such tyrants, and people just can't see through this shit, man. But this is what's really going on. And that's why I'm proud to get on here every day. You know, I don't.
So there's a little bit of that dude. He he's sick of humanity. He's just sick of it. But he's right. You know, he's right. You know, people, and I do feel sorry for people. I wasn't one of them, but I feel sorry for people who in this system that are really, really, really smart, and they could blaze right through all that propaganda they give them and let them start learning something of consequence, but they won't let them. They just won't let them. I don't know if I've told the story of my two kids, but Alex, my oldest, when we were in Longview, she was being bullied by some girls, and so we went and talked to the principal and got her on the accelerated graduation program. Every school has them. This is what's crazy. Every school has them, but you have to have a unique case for your kid to be able to be eligible to do it. So I said, okay, she can get in the accelerated program. Well, this was her junior year, and like by, I think February or March, this started right before Thanksgiving. And by like March, she was done, graduated, did all of her junior year and finished her senior year. Done in like 5 months and graduated out of there. Didn't even have to go her senior year. And Madison was the same way. Madison, we moved to Arkansas, and it was her junior year. And she already had enough credits where she only needed to take a college level math course and an introductory college level English course, and she could graduate. I thought that was great. A junior in Texas is 2 credits short of graduating in Arkansas. So they both got on the fast track program. Madison, same way. She went to 2 classes that year at the junior college and had to go up to the high school for like 1 or 2 classes. And that was it. And she was done. She was graduated. And they were both into college and getting on with their shit, you know, before their classmates were even graduating high school yet. So every school has the accelerated programs, but they don't offer them. I would think that would be one of the first couple of boxes you check as a freshman when you're registering. Do you want to go accelerated program or do you want to go traditional? I'm smart enough. Let's go accelerated. Let's get this stuff done. And they won't let you. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. I do. That would be counterintuitive to them to let people excel. They don't need that. Oh my God. Oh my God. We don't need that. But we, you know, those of us, like my Gematria buddy said, those of us who are awake and we understand what's going on, you know, we see stuff like the NFL and it's so scripted. I'm watching that same game, Baltimore game the other night, and halftime I turn it off and I think to myself, Baltimore was down like 21-3 at half. And, or 17-3, something like that. They were losing, and I thought, they're gonna come back and win. So probably in overtime. And you know, not much to my surprise. The next morning I see, well, that's exactly what happened. And you can ask my wife. I've started verbalizing when I have a thought like that. And I told her the other day in the Alabama game, I said, A&M's gonna win. She's like, what, A&M? How did they even get in the SEC and all this? And I'm like, I know, they got in a few years back. they left the Big 12, and I guess they paid their dues. It's time. I guess they're coronating a new king. Alabama get knocked off by A&M. That doesn't happen. And I told her they were going to win. And Cowboys, same thing the other day. Told her, I said, this is going to be an easy win, but it's going to look really weird. I said they've already in the first quarter already had a couple of turnovers on both sides. They already had some weird shit happen, right? So it's all rigged. We know it. We're not blind. Not all of us. I just wanted to do a quick video today. Not any real important content or nothing. The John Gruden deal. I haven't seen all of it yet, but from what I understand, man, that's terrible. If you know the context of those emails, it's in, I think, 2011, and they're talking strike. They're having all kinds of turmoil. They're starting to put pressure on Washington Redskins to change their name, and all that. And the guy's emailing with a buddy, and he's upset, man. And the Michelin lips like Michelin tires was actually about a guy who was a loudmouth, just wouldn't shut up. It was nothing racist, homophobic, nothing like that. And then when his homophobia stuff, when he's calling the commissioner, calling him names, calling him a wussy with a P, and calling him an agate with an F, and it's just too funny. It was just a frustrated guy, and who hasn't talked about their boss that way? Oh my God, he's such a wussy. Oh my God, what an agate. So I feel bad for the guy, boy. The cancel culture, boom, they jumped on that. And why now? Why 10 years later are these emails coming out? This is as bad. It's a hit job. This is as bad as those women that come out 20 years later claiming sexual assault. Guy starts running for office and they come out of the woodwork. Well, geez, lady, if you'd have said something back then, he'd have never even run for office. But look what you did. Now you want everybody to empathize with you. But it's just silly. It's just silly what they do to us. We're so gullible. But yeah, my birthday yesterday, 55, feeling fine, just in pain. It'll be all right. I'll get through it. My wife gave birth to 2 big children, almost 9 pounds each, so I can do it. Shalom, my little friends. You don't act 55. I know. I act like 65, right? I know. I wish I could be as mobile as I feel, because like I was telling Alan the other day. Thanks, Alex. I was telling Alan the other day, man, I feel great. I feel great. I feel good basically all the time, except for my musculoskeletal pain. Otherwise, I feel great. Every day I get after something. Shut up, 7. I get after a project, and I start hurting after that. But I try to do something. 7. Good Lord. Stop. So, yeah, that's that. Getting old, getting decrepit. It happens. We're hoping, everybody pray. Next week, we were hoping to leave like on Thursday and go see Lulu in Arkansas. But Kathy, they have a survey at the hospital. It was supposed to happen this week. but they got word yesterday, I believe, that they're not coming until next week. So that could blow up our whole plans to go to Arkansas. So everybody pray these surveyors come in and get their stuff done and go. Now. Hey, if I don't feel sorry for me, who will? Right? That's always been a saying of mine. You know, if I don't think I'm the best at it, who will? If I don't think I can do it, who will? You know, nobody else gives a damn about me. I have to run this show. 7, good Lord. You're the worst. Oh, if y'all hadn't ever seen it, something that was pretty interesting yesterday that I watched. Let me look, and I'll give y'all the video, and you can go look it up. Wow, I never knew this. And it's a guy, a baseball pitcher. In the last 8 to 10 years, he tops in the game. Never heard of the guy, but the guy is just a flake, man. He's just a weird dude, and he's gotten himself a pretty bad reputation, but he's effective. You know, he's effective as heck, and I had never heard of the guy. Where's this video? Where is it? Golly, I say it every time. I watch too many videos. Man, it's hard to go back through this history. Here we go. The most controversial
This offseason, Trevor Bauer signed a
ever. He's the most controversial guy ever. So let me share this real quick, and y'all can check it out. I recommend y'all go watch this. This is pretty good.
Baseball history. 5 months later, Bauer has been banned for the rest of the 2021 season. Reports say that a majority of his teammates want him off the team for good, and a combination of MLB owners, executives, and lawyers have told ESPN they believe he will never play a Major League Baseball game again. But even before this, Trevor Bauer has been the most controversial player in baseball for years. In high school, Bauer was bullied by classmates, teammates, and even coaches so much he refused to play his senior season. He's had an ongoing feud with one of the league's best pitchers since they were teammates in college. And after a meltdown in a minor league playoff game and public beef with this major league catcher, he was traded. He responded by releasing a diss track.
Yes, my name is Trevor. You would never, ever, ever in a million years be clever enough to leverage me back.
So yeah, I recommend go watch that. Most controversial players everywhere, ever. Baseball doesn't exist is the channel. So yeah, go check that out. That is worth watching. That was pretty crazy. I had no idea, man. I had never heard of the guy. I might have heard his name before, but it didn't register that he was worth his salary. But that's a good video. All right, guys, I'm gonna cash it in, man. Thanks for coming. Everybody have a blessed day. Good vibrations, discernment, and we're gonna get through this, guys. We're gonna get through it. Y'all take care. Love you.